Welcome into the End of the Money podcast for Saturday, February 23rd. Tom Leach along with Jim Goodman, Keeneland's director for wagering development. We're headed to Gulfstream Park for our Pick 4 play for Saturday. It includes the Grade 3 Howell's Hope, and we'll start there. It's the second leg of the Pick 4, the 11th race on their card. 4-year-olds and up going the flat mile on the dirt, so that's an elongated sprint at Gulfstream. And it's a nice group here. I thought there were several different ways to go. Where did you land?
Yeah, there are. When we get to the Pick 4, I certainly couldn't single anybody in here. I think Breaking Lucky is probably going to be the favorite off that Fred Hooper effort in the slop. Ran behind Aztec Sense and beat another horse in here called Fellowship. But he's been very erratic this year. Had a really bad race at Churchill in 1 1/8 against Mind Your Biscuits in the Lucas Classic. But the horse was competitive in Grade 1s last year, and the Stephen Foster in 2017, and the Whitney in 2017. So got a lot of back class. But Tale of Silence for Barclay Tagg has the best last buyer number. Quip comes back. He scratched out, I guess, last weekend, and is going to go in this spot today. I guess they were trying to avoid the sloppy track last weekend. Coppertown for Todd Pletcher had a lot of talent when he was here in October. He won at Keeneland off a year layoff, and everybody thought he was really going to come back. He went to the Cigar Mile, didn't do anything. He's not been himself, but maybe he's getting back to the right level. And then Prince Lucky for Todd Pletcher, you got to use him as well. Very, very lukewarm nod for Tale of Silence off that Westchester win last time out. But the horse is 0 for 4 at Gulfstream. I can make a case for Breaking Lucky. I can make a case for all 5 of the horses. I like to see Quip run well. I thought he was a legitimate Derby horse, and then didn't do well enough in the prep races to get enough points, and then came back in the Preakness, hated the sloppy track, and didn't do well at all. So off a long layoff, Quip may run really big. So I kind of pull for him, but we'll go probably 5 deep in the Pick 4. Very, very tepid nod to Tale of Silence on one horse.
I ended up going to Prince Lucky on the outside. Didn't have a real strong opinion here, but I thought this horse steadily improved when he switched to Pletcher's barn last spring, and the culmination of that improvement was a win on Belmont Stakes Day in an ungraded stake, and then he hadn't run since, so I don't know what happened, but I like that pattern of improvement. I like that Johnny V, who rode him to victory that day, comes back in the saddle here, and there's a real strong workout pattern. So I kind of thought one of the Pletchers probably would win this. Started to go to Coppertown, but I ended up going to Prince Lucky. Breaking Lucky, I'll have on my ticket too. Quip's the other one I liked because, like you, I thought he showed some real talent last year. I'm not end up going as deep as I would like in this race just to keep the ticket affordable, but a slight nod to Prince Lucky for me. The 12th race is the Texas Glitter. It's a 5-furlong turf sprint for 3-year-olds. I went to a Pletcher horse here, strong finish last time, and that was in the debut for Stand Up, number 5. And the horse didn't quite get there, so even though he's still a maiden, Pletcher puts him in this spot. And I thought that was a really, really incredible finish last time. So to just come up short of Yes, I Am Free, who will also be on my ticket. Have I Ever is the other one I'll use. Half Shot I thought was worth a look for Rusty Arnold, but Stand Up for me in the Texas Glitter. How about you?
I flipped the coin between Yes, I Am Free and Stand Up. I watched that race, and of course, Yes, I Am Free contested the pace, got past at a half-mile pole, and came back and put the other horse away. But Stand Up came from 12 lengths out of it to close within 3/4 of a length in a 5-furlong turf race. So just got to get out of the gate a little bit better. If he's got a little bit of natural speed that Castellano can get him in the race a little quicker, he probably turns the tables on Yes, I Am Free. But you got to be scared with Jorge Navarro down there. He's just tearing it up just like he did in Monmouth. So you got to have Never Have I Ever. And I like the breeding there out of No Name Never Scat Daddy horse. So Wesley Ward had this horse before, and it won by 4 lengths at a 5-furlong race back in January 4th. So if that race was only a maiden claimer 25, that scares me a little bit that Wesley didn't think much of it to put it in a $25,000 claimer. But not going to throw it out because of Navarro. So I would probably stick with Yes, I Am Free simply because he beat Stand Up last time, but Stand Up's right there with it.
Well, let's go to the Pick 4. It starts in the 10th race. There's bookend maiden races around these 2 stakes. 6 furlongs for 3-year-olds on the front end, mile on the turf for 3-year-old fillies on the back end. What's your pick 4 ticket look like?
Yeah, I've got a better opinion on the back end than I do on the front end. So this one, just going to kind of go with trainers and jockeys. I maybe throw one price in there, but basically I'm going to go 6 deep. I'm going to use Historian, the 1, Hit the Town Running, the 2, and Blameless, the 3 for Michael Matz. The 6, Where Paradise Lay, probably should be the favorite, and is my top pick in here. Only got beat a length in this debut at 6 furlongs. I'm going to use Clear Blue Sky, the 8, for Fernando Abreu, kind of an underrated trainer. And then in the loop on the outside for Arad Ortiz, the 9 horse. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9. In the 11th, House Hope, I'm going to use 5 horses, and we'll use all the odd horses that I talked about. Tale of Silence was my pick, but I'm going to use 1, 3, Breaking Lucky, 5, Quip, 7, Coppertown, and 9, your pick, Lucky. So 5 deep there. And then the 3 horses that I talked about in Texas Glitter with Yes I Am Free, the 4, Stand Up to 5, and Never Have I Ever, the 8. And I don't have much money left. I'm going to give you 2 options. You can either single the Bill Mott horse, Delta's Kingdom, the 3, coming back for Lake Peru. 3rd race, obviously didn't get the turf the first race. He tossed that one completely out. Ran well on the turf, just got to be 2.5 in his race on December 30th. But on my ticket for $90, I'm going to also put Comic City in there because it's Chad Brown firster, and I think you take a big chance leaving out of Chad Brown with Castellano on his back. So I do think the winner comes from those 2 there. If you feel better about one of the 2, you might single for 45. But my pick 4 ticket is 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9 with 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 with 4, 5, 8 with 3, 9.
All right, I'm going to go 3 deep in the first leg. Where Paradise Lay was my win pick off that 75 buyer in the debut. I'm going to use the 1 and the 9 also. So 1, 6, 9 in the first leg. The House Hope, I'm going to use the 2 Pletchers plus Breaking Lucky, so 3, 7, 9. In the Texas Glitter, I'm going to use the 2 that finished together, the 5 and the 4, and then also use the 8. And then I'm going to go 6 deep in the last leg. The 2 you liked, the Chad Brown horse would probably be my win pick, just off Chad's record with debuts and turf, etc. But there are some other firsters that I liked. Dolores Westworld's one of them at 10-1 for Abreu. Good numbers with debuting horses at over a mile. A Bridge Too Far for Cassie. What Does a Shark Say for Jimmy Toner. Passing Out for Shug. There's some really nice-looking first-timers in here, and then also going to use the Mott horse. So I'm going to go 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. So I'm 3 by 3 by 3 by 6, which will be $81 for 50 cents. If you want to trim that, I'd say go to the Texas Glitter and just use the 2 horses that finish together, the 5 and the 4, and just drop the 8 if you want to save yourself some money and pare down the ticket that way. Best of luck with your wagers on Saturday. I'm Tom Leach for Jim Goodman, and this is the In the Money Podcast.